will be a definite decider for all teams. It can make or break any of these teams, and this is Rip, Zip and Bust. They have done really well in the 1500 metres, the third fastest qualifiers, but it's Horota Waka that have come through into the first turn. You have number 5 hanging out, number 1 and 2 up the front, trying to get the front around. The number 6 is trying to pull it back around, and a lot of these teams are still quite together. I mean, Rip, Zip and Bust are coming out at the same time as Horota Waka. Horota may have a one Hoi advantage, but that would be about it at this stage. There is still 1,250 metres to go in this race, so it's only just beginning.
All kinds of things can happen in races like these. The Aurere Waka, Rip, Zip and Bust, this team over here is made up with a lot of paddlers that paddle for New Zealand in the World's Championships that were held in Sacramento in 2008. They're pushing to try and race a division up from the normal under-19s division, and they're really giving it a good go. They did a fast turn at that first turn and a ride in behind Horota as they're going in for the second turn.
Ai ko toa waka ama tēnei ko ahika no roto o te whanganui tara te upoko o te ika koe nei tētahi o ngā krapu e tino whakapau kahana I roto I tēnei o ngā whakataitai, engari ko te whakataitai I roto I tēnei kei waenga I te rārangi tuatahi me te rārangi tuatoru a manawahine me Rip, Zip and Bust. Kei mua tonu a Horota Waka I tēnei wā, engari rā kua tai atu ki te 500 mita o tēnei o ngā whakataitai ko tahi mano 500.
Coming into the second turn, Horota probably had about a 2.5-3 metre lead as they were crossing the entry line for this turn. They're going to have to rip something out pretty fast because Rip, Zip and Bust out in lane 3, swinging their Waka around. They're already powering forward. Horota still just managing to hold that 2 metre lead over this Rip, Zip and Bust team, but I think there's going to be a bit of a battle going on there, and hopefully we'll have a bit of excitement in the last 750.
Well, if all the turns go well for both these teams, there will definitely be a big race for the finish in the Open 23 Women's W6 1500 metre final. This is going to be a great race. All other have come out. All other wakas are coming out of the turn. This is the last one right now in lane 8 by the looks, and that's Hokianga. Oh no, that's Rukutai from Te Taitonga 41 Outrigger Canoe Club. E wahine mā, kei te eke panuku, kei te eke hohoro koutou ki runga I ngā wai.
Every now and then we see glances from Rip, Zip and Bust. They cast their eyes across to the right just to see where their competition is. We have Te Hipari Sweet there. She got herself a few gold medals at the World Championships in Sacramento. She'll be ripping everything she's got into this because they'll want another gold medal in this division.
Definitely. I spoke to them earlier and they spoke about their training. They do 3.5 kilometre runs every day in their training. They do 4 hours on the water and then they go for swimming. Lane 3 at the 750 mark, they have crept up in this, the Waka Ama 1500 metres. Let's just see right now when we come out. We might be able to see who's leading. Right now it looks like it may just be lane 3 that's leading at this time. They are just leading by a nose.
He tino tatana e tewi ki te taumata tuatahi engari kei kora tonu ngā tīm e whawhai ana ko Waika tuatoru, ko Waika tuawha, ko Waika tuarima. Rip, Zip and Bust, te Aurere Waka Ama, charging down, still neck and neck with Horota.
Ai, he ihu ki te ihu te kōhau ki Wainganui I nei kapa tuarua. He tino pakanga kei te haere mo te tūnga tuatahi me te tūnga tuarua. Ko mana wahine tēnei no roto o Horota Waka kua kaha nei ki te hoi, kua kaha ki te whakatihi I a rātau anō te whakangungu mo tēnei ngā hurihanga I roto I te tikauma ko tahi mano 500 mita, engari rā ko te tūnga tuatahi ki tēnei wā ko te rārangi tuatoru ko Rip, Zip and Bust no roto o te Aurere Waka Ama.
Yeah, Rip, Zip and Bust ripped it up in that 250 section of this race. They'll be flying into this next turn, hoping to make themselves a good turn, consolidate about a half a canoe lead over the people in lane 1, the Horota team, and try and just hold them out for the last 500 metres of the race.
All right, 500 metres to go in this race, and it looks like coming into the turn, Rip, Zip and Bust and Manawahine Rip, Zip and Bust are having a great turn in this race. Manawahine are flying around as well, but it looks like Rip, Zip and Bust have come out really well in this turn, and there's only one more turn to go. If they can nail the next turn, they could have this race.
Ai katahi anō nei a Rip Zip and Bust ka whakātu mai I tō rātou kaha I te hoenga pēnei mai mo tēnei o ngā hurihanga nā kua kotahi waka pēr rātou ki mua I nai nei ko te mahi nui mā horauta mo mana wahine I nai nei he tuatahi he whai atu I a rātou tuarua kia pai tonu tō rātou hurihanga whakamutunga kia eke rātou ki te taumata tuatahi.
Ai tika rātou a kōrero he tino mahi kei mua Ia horauta waka hoi I tēnei wā engari rā ko Rip Zip and Bust tērā eke ana I tēnei wā. Rip Zip and Bust stayed with horauta waka hoi the whole time. They actually kept their pace up the whole time while horauta backed off a little bit and while horauta backed off they gained and they are paying for it now. Coming up to the 1250 metre mark, te kotahi mano rua rau rima te kaumita, kei te puta mai te ngenge, kei te puta mai te hā I roto I tēnei o ngā kapa engari rā kei roto I te rārangi tuatoru ko Rip Zip and Bust. Ka kite I tō rātou maia me o rātou puke ngā waka I tēnei wā te kotahi mano rua rau rima te kau, tērā pia e rua waka kei mua.
Yeah, they really took off in that 250 metre stretch. They got their waka up and running and really threw down the challenge to Horauta, saying to them, if you want this gold medal, you got to catch us now. And so at the back of that waka there's two sisters from Hamilton, Ihipera Sweet and Te Pare Sweet, who went to the World Championships. They're sitting in the back of that canoe, charging along, putting in the power and issuing the strongest of challenges to the fastest qualifiers, Horauta Wakahoi, Mana Wahine, saying to them, we're going to take this gold medal away from you if you don't do something fast.
Ai kua tau te wero ki a horauta waka hoi, he tino pakanga kei te haere mo te tūnga tuatahi engari rā I roto I tēnei o ngā hurihanga. Koa ia nei he tino pakanga mo te tūnga tuatoru I tēnei wā kei roto I te rārangi tuarua me te rārangi tuarima. Ko te rārangi tuarua ko hauraki white, ko hauraki black, ara ko hauraki me hauraki tērā e tino pakanga ana engari ko Rip Zip and Bust tēnei kei mua tonu tō rātou waka.
Rip Zip and Bust charging down in the last 250 metres of this race. They did a great job in around about the 750 metre mark to get themselves in front by the 1000 metre mark. Did a fantastic turn, took their canoe out in front and it was leading all the way down as they come into the finish line. No other canoes in the picture as they coming in towards the finish line. They hit the finish line a good 2 or 3 canoe lengths clear of the nearest rival in lane 1. We have Horauta Manawahine taking out second place.
Yes, Rip Zip and Bust took the first place. You can see they are buggered right now, but it was all worth it. They do have the gold medal at this stage. The silver medal to Horauta Wakahoi, but there is a definite race going on for the third place. And if we look back out onto the course, at this stage we could see it looks like it's Hauraki and Hauraki battling each other for the third place, but first place went to Rip Zip and Bust.
Coming out in lane 5, Hauraki Black taking out third place. Fourth place looks like it's going to be the other Hauraki team, Hauraki White in lane 2. Kiri Kiri Ro Te Toki Voyaging Trust coming across the line now. Te Pairangi Wakaama taking in that next placing.
And here we have the winners for the 2009 Wakaama Sprint Champions, Rip Zip and Bust. Their turns were beautiful, their straights were awesome, they were able to keep time and they were able to keep up the pace and the pressure on Horauta Wakahoi, and from the 750 took it out. Ngā mihi kia koutou wahine mā. And leading this team of Rip Zip and Bust is Te Whai Oranga Smallman. She has been to the Wakaama Worlds. She took out the Junior 19 sections, and this team has just added to their gold medals.
Ai, te iwi anei, tuatahi Rip Zip and Bust te aurere Wakaama, tuarua mana wahine Horauta Wakahoi, tuatoru Hauraki Black, te kapu hoi waka o Hauraki no Tāmaki Makaurau.
E te iwi hoki mai anō, kei te whakatā mātou I tēnei wā, engari hoki mai anō mō ngā whakataitai Wakaama, mō ngā piringa whakamutunga.
Ai koe nei ngā wahine kei kua pakeke ake I te whā te kaumārima tau Ara tuatahi tani for wahi.